Today, we're diving deep into the world of MrBeast and his latest, well, should we call it a stunt? A challenge.
A giveaway.
Yeah, all of the above, probably. But this one involves a private jet.
A private jet, right?
Yeah, so for those not in the know, MrBeast, he's this YouTube megastar, right?
Yeah.
Famous for, well, crazy challenges and give away, like, mountains of cash. And this time, he's up the ante. Big time.
Big time.
We're talking about a Hawker 2000, not your average plane ticket giveaway.
No, not at all.
This is the real deal. Luxury, high-flying.
Private jet.
Private jet, exactly. We've got tons of research to unpack here, so let's get right to it. First things first, what are the rules of this challenge?
All right, so MrBeast's picked two. They're aviation school grads, right?
Right, yeah.
And they have to live inside this jet.
For 100 days.
100 days.
Which, okay, sounds kind of cool at first. Right?
Yeah, it does, a little bit.
Like, imagine you're just chilling, getting pizza delivered right to the plane door. Who wouldn't want that for a day or two?
A very nice hotel room.
Exactly. But 100 days, that's where things get interesting.
That's where it becomes less of a fun little vacation and more of a psychological experiment.
Okay, so that's the big question then, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the point of all this? Is this just about, the spectacle?
Well, on the surface, it's a classic wish fulfillment scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who hasn't dreamt of owning a private jet? MrBeast taps into that desire, that fantasy, and then he makes it real.
But like you said, 100 days, that's a long time to be cooped up, even in a fancy jet.
Yeah.
It's got to be more than just the prize, right?
Exactly. I think it's about pushing limits, human limits, you know? Can they handle the confinement, the monotony, the sheer weirdness of it all? Viewers are drawn to that struggle.
It's like that whole I survived 50 hours in Antarctica video all over again.
Exactly. That got over 220 million views. People are fascinated by these extreme endurance tests.
And don't forget, he recreated Squid Game, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, talk about tapping into a cultural phenomenon.
He got more views in a week than the show itself did in a month.
It's wild, but it proves his point. He knows how to get people's attention.
And he's not afraid to go all out. Like that 50 YouTubers fight for a $1,000 video, that was, what, his most watched video in 24 hours?
Yeah, the guy understands what makes content go viral, the scale, the competition, the drama. It's all there.
But okay, back to the jet for a sec. So they're living on this thing, but they don't actually have to fly it.
That's right. He clarified that on Twitter. They can stay on the ground the whole time.
Really? So it's not even about the whole flying experience.
It seems to be more about the psychological aspect. Can you endure being confined to this space, even a luxurious one, for 100 days straight? That's the real challenge.
And I gotta say, the fact that he's gonna offset the carbon emissions from any flights they do take, that's a smart move.
Definitely. He's very aware of his audience. They're young. They care about the environment. He's not just being generous. He's showing he's responsible, too. Plus, he's a master collaborator. He brings in other YouTubers, expands his reach.
Creates this whole community around his content. So I guess, coming back to the original question, why are these challenges so fascinating? Why do we care if two people can live in a jet for 100 days?
I think it's because, deep down, we all crave a bit of adventure. We want to see people push boundaries, test their limits. It's exciting, it's inspiring, and maybe, just maybe, it makes us believe that anything is possible.
That's a good point. We live in a world where everything feels so predictable. And then here comes MrBeast, shaking things up, offering this glimpse into a world of, well, almost impossible possibilities.
It's like he's saying, hey, what if? What if you could win a private jet? What if you could survive in Antarctica? What if you could be part of a real-life Squid Game?
And that what if is powerful. It makes us question our own limits, our own desires. It's more than just entertainment. It's a challenge to our own imaginations.
Exactly. And that, I think, is the real genius of MrBeast.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left with this thought. Is MrBeast just a really good entertainer? Or is he tapping into something deeper? Something about human ambition, our fascination with the extraordinary, our desire to push beyond the boundaries of what we think is possible. What do you think?
That's the question, isn't it? And I think that's exactly the kind of question MrBeast wants us to be asking.
Well, there you have it, folks. Food for thought, courtesy of MrBeast and his high-flying private jet giveaway.